a local legend, Mr. Larry Russo. So we're just gonna play. We're gonna play a few tunes for you. Before I do that, I need to set this straight. So talk amongst yourselves for 1 minute. Happenstance. I just happen to love them, and I think. Well, his question was, how am I the torchbearer of brushes? This is not something you plan, if I am indeed that. I mean, there are a lot of great brush players, but I think what happens sometimes is when I think about why it is, if that is true, I had a very, very fond love of brushes. And then plus, when I was in high school, my last year, I was playing with a group, and I really thought, as I explained to the young lady here earlier, that when I took my first brush lesson, and I was told what to do, and I thought that, wow, there has to be more than this, and I started researching and all that sort of thing. So you just get really, really interested, and that kind of happened by someone turning around to me one time when I was just doing a little rehearsal, a little jam session at someone's house. And after playing this ballad, I thought, yeah, I'll just stay out of the way. I won't, bother him and just try to keep a good time. And the saxophonist, who I don't even think is playing anymore, turned around to me and said, "You should take brushes more seriously." And I was like, wasn't I playing okay? That's when I went on my whole thing about, well, there must be something more than what I was doing. And he has no idea the impact he had on me. I haven't talked to him since. I haven't seen him. I don't know where he is. But that person, it's just a moment in time where you go, okay, I need to kind of look into this more deeper. And then, as far as the Living Art of Brushes, which is a video that I did in 1990, that was released in 1990, I think that was kind of a spark, because I feel that the content, not so much me, but the content was very good in teaching the subject matter. There hadn't been something on the subject matter entirely dedicated to the subject matter. It's a 60-minute video with nothing but brushes. So, but it was done in a way where you wouldn't get totally bored. And I think with that kind of got around, and it was a popular video, still is. And so I think from that, people said, well, here is the torchbearer of brushes, if you will. And that's only because of the product. But however, aside from myself, there are still so many great brush players, but you never see them. I mean, there's not a lot, unless you go into some jazz festivals, or there's not a whole lot of small clubs around the country where you can go and hear a Philly Joe Jones, a Papa Joe Jones, that sort of thing. And frankly, Papa Joe and Philly have passed, but you still have people like Ed Thigpen, you still have people like Roy Haynes, you still have people, Max Roach is still alive, you still have them, but they're just not out there for people to see all the time. Well, just, whether it's rock, whether it's just a time, it's just, even when Philly Joe Jones was alive, he had done an interview with Downbeat magazine, and he said that brushes were becoming a lost art. Now, this is when Philly was alive. Philly Joe Jones was a very famous drummer with Miles Davis, and he was a phenomenal brush player, and at that time, when he made this statement, it was like jazz was still happening, but yet he was saying that it was even a dying art form then. So, as far as being, whether it be rock or whatever, I just think it's an amalgamation of things. So, but anyway, so as far as me being a torchbearer, I just love playing them, and I'm glad that someone's interested. And that's pretty much it. So, anyway. Okay, so I have Mr. Larry Russo on drums, on piano, and I have Mark Stalker on bass, and yours truly on drums. And we're just gonna, play some tunes. And if there's any questions after we play the tunes, you can feel free to ask, because that's what this is about. Thank you.